Princess of the Clouds. It was a lovely day. Up in the clouds, the children were playing, and the adults were watching over the world down below. But there was one couple that, though had just become parents, weren't as happy as they would have been expected to be. Do we really have to give up our child, Cedric?
I fear we do, Malta. We made a deal with Queen Druacon.
Queen Druacon was the vicious queen who took advantage of people in need to make unfortunate and immoral deals with them. In one such unfortunate situation, Cedric took help from the queen and made a deal to give her the first thing wrapped in the color pink. But in the most tragic turn of events, as Cedric came home, Malta had wrapped their child in a pink cloth.
No!
And thus the only child of Cedric and Malta, little Eileen, came to be promised to Queen Druacon. In fact, Queen Druacon was on her way to pick up Eileen. But Cedric could not take the pain. He gave his beloved daughter away to King Saffron on planet Earth.
But remember, your palace is protected by the mystical dunes. Do not let her wander away from the palace. Queen Druacon will be waiting for her.
King Saffron agreed, and thus Eileen, the child born among the clouds, became Princess Eileen of the Kingdom of Hills. Years passed, and Princess Eileen grew up to be the most humble and spirited young girl. Though she was never let out of the palace, Eileen would always make up her own games and play with her friends. Among one such friends was Auburn, a young boy who was born to the royal gardener.
No, Auburn! The princess is stuck in the tower, and you are supposed to rescue her.
Why me? And why can't the princess rescue herself?
But Father always said that only a prince must rescue the princess.
See, that's why I'm not a prince. I have better things to do in life, like plant the rose saplings.
So if I am ever in a problem, you would never help me out? Listen!
There you go, Miss Dramatic. Didn't I tell you not to wander on the terrace in the winters? And that too, without your overcoat? You are sensitive to cold, Eileen.
Off you go with your saplings. They're not going to get planted by themselves.
Bye, Princess.
Once when Auburn left for 2 days out of the kingdom, the princess yet again went up on the terrace. And that fateful night, she heard someone call out for help.
Ooh, help. It is so cold. Oh, I will freeze in this cruel cold. Isn't there anyone to help an old, helpless woman here? No! Where is that coming from? I have to alert the guards. It seems my time has finally come. No, I will go right away.
Defying her father's rules for the first time, Eileen stepped out of the mystical dunes and into the forest. Kingdoms searched and searched for the beloved princess, but she was not found. 48 hours had passed, and finally, there was a knock on the window of the palace.
King Saffron, I am Frisbee from up the clouds. We know what happened, but Cedric and Malta are out of their clouds for a month.
Queen Druacon chose the right moment to take Eileen. She knows that only Cedric and Malta's magic is strong enough to help Eileen. But I have a plan. We would call the strongest and bravest of men to rescue the princess, and I would give them each one boon. Their bravery and my boon together would surely defeat the queen. And so the announcement was made. Though many loved Princess Eileen, Queen Druacon was known for her cruel and twisted magic. Out of the many princes in the neighboring kingdoms, only 2 showed up.
I am sure your bravery will get my daughter back. Yes, Your Majesty. But what's the boon? My question exactly. We are getting a boon, right?
I will be joining you, and you will each get a boon once we are close to helping the princess. And off they went. After journeying for 2 days together, they reached the tower of Queen Druacon. All right, princess. I can give you the boon of transformation. You will transform into an object to protect the princess, and once she touches you, you shall transform back. As Frisbee was explaining everything to the princess, they could hear commotion from up the tower.
Quickly, brother, you transform into a bird, and I will be the sword. That way you can carry me into the hands of the princess. And then I shall transform back immediately. That way she will touch both of us, and we will be able to defeat the queen too. Easy peasy. Ah!
Hello, lads. Sorry, were you here to rescue me? Sorry to waste your time, but turns out the queen underestimated a princess locked up in the palace. Auburn always said that the princess must rescue herself, and well, the rest is history. But both of you are true gentlemen, aren't you? Help me take the queen to the Kingdom of Hills, so that she is tried in the court of law.
Yes, I mean, of course. You're welcome. I mean, thank you.
But as Frisbee made the preparations to leave, Eileen collapsed and was gasping for air.
Eileen! No!
Turns out, our princess underestimated me too. You charmed her. You cannot save her, or help her, or send her back home. I cannot even break the charm myself. I am a genius. Isn't that true? Frisbee realized that there really was nothing to be done. And just then, a familiar voice was heard.
Eileen! You're the gardener's son. What are you doing here? What happened to her?
Princess explained, sadly, that those were the last minutes for the courageous princess.
No, this cannot be. She is freezing. Wait, you cannot break the charm on her, but you can use your charm on me.
Yes, but if you try to help her using my charm, the charm will not work. I can only use transformation charms on you.
Then transform me into a pyre of fire. That way I don't exactly help Eileen, but she stays warm, correct? But by the time Princess Eileen wakes up and touches you, you could burn out. We don't have an option. If I have to burn out saving the life of the one I love, then so be it.
Everyone, including the Queen, were shocked. With a heavy heart, Frisbee transformed Auburn into a pyre of fire. Eileen was right beside the fire, and as expected, her freezing slowed down. Frisbee sent the news to the kingdom. As they all watched the act of true love,
What is happening?
while the Queen was already taken to the kingdom, Eileen opened her eyes to see her family and the princes all around her.
Princess, you are alive!
I wish I could say that for the one who saved you.
What do you mean?
Auburn burned out for you, Princess. He transformed himself into a pyre just to keep you warm. Knowing that he will never turn back, I never had the courage to do what he did. Me neither. We are just princes, but Auburn was the true warrior who burned out to protect what he truly valued.
No! Auburn! No!
Eileen heartbreakingly picked up the hot ash and pulled it close to her heart. She knew that Auburn was truly her soulmate, but she now could never have him. Princess, look! Princess hadn't realized that she had picked up little flames that were burning underneath the ash. The flames floated out of her hands and grew bigger and bigger, and to everyone's surprise, Auburn was back.
Auburn!
Huzzah! Yay!
Yay!
Hooray! Auburn, I am the most honored father to have a brave daughter and a loving son-in-law. I mean, of course, if you both agree to.
I don't know, Father. I will have to think about whether I want to marry someone who doesn't know how to use a sword.
Well, my princess, I would certainly not want to compete with you.
I love you, Auburn.
I love you too, Eileen.
The Kingdom of Hills was happy to witness the union of two kind souls. Eileen and Auburn's love had proved once again that love can triumph all evils.